Channel 5 just released a new video, so we're catching it just on time. I think there's a Palestine march on the Democratic National Convention, right? Which apparently Steve Kerr was at. So that'll be interesting. But yeah, let's see what happened there.
My name is JonnTsai, spelled C-H-I-D-I. I'm a journalist. I write for The Guardian.
Oh, The Guardian?
Yeah. Big paper, London, 9th largest English language publication in the world.
Okay.
The Guardian.
Okay.
Because I'm a legitimate journalist.
Name dropping.
Who are you?
I'm Saddam.
Saddam who?
Saddam from Channel 5.
Like local?
No, Channel 5 on YouTube.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. What's your fucking problem?
I don't have a problem.
I think you do. I am staring at a man who claims to be a journalist.
Why is he so
and
mad?
will not identify themselves. You're a fuck up. Legitimate journalists will take issue with this. And once I'm done
Why is he so mad?
with all of this shit, JonnTsai, I'm a journalist for The Guardian. I'm going to find out what the hell this bullshit is about.
All right, figure it out.
I will.
Yeah.
Wait, why is he?
Up. Your people are fucked up. The folks who are listening to this asshole are fucked up. You should be ashamed of yourself if you're giving this guy clicks.
Why is he so mad? Yo, this guy is mad. Yo, he big mad. For what?
We're here at the DNC. I got verbally assaulted by The Guardian. They told me to get a press pass. I got a press pass.
Channel 5 is in the building in Chicago, yes! Right on. I wish there wasn't a genocide. I wish there wasn't 500,000 to a million people dead. I wish It's Not Real was not a colonized state. I wish...
Yo, I've never heard that pun in my life. Did this man just say it's not real?
75 million people dead. I wish It's Not Real was not a colonized state. I wish 75 years of oppression didn't happen. As an Ashkenazi Jew, I know my family's past, and I wish that none of this shit was going on because we wouldn't be here right now.
Why does
The
he
only
wear
thing
his
that I'm happy
sunglasses
about
like
is
that?
you're here.
How has it been for you, I guess, as a Jew, to stand alongside the Palestinian movement?
It took about 3 days for me to figure out that I didn't know.
Is it offensive to say Jew? Like if I say, hey, as a Jew, how do you feel? I feel like that's like, is that offensive or no? Or like, cause I feel like most people be like, hey, as someone of Jewish, oh, it isn't? Okay, shit. Oh yeah, I like that. Okay, we fuck with that now. Okay.
Know what the hell
Look at
I was
that. Look
talking
at
about
that.
the last 47 years.
Some of the images.
Wait, what do you say?
Like
To figure out that
To stand alongside the Palestinian movement.
Depends on the context,
It took about
yeah.
3 days for me to figure out that I didn't know what the hell I was talking about the last 47 years.
some of the images,
Oh.
like this attack on a kibbutz called Be'eri, have already been widely seen.
And now I fully see where the white supremacy pyramid is. And it's
Did they shoot them?
Already been widely seen. The images, like this attack on a kibbutz called Be'eri, have already been widely seen.
And now I fully see where the
Oh,
white supremacy pyramid is. And it's Israel. You can't oppress people for that long and then expect them just to be happy about it.
Yeah,
Somebody
true.
had to do something.
True.
Netanyahu knew it was happening. They knew for a year. Our CIA told them at least 4 days before. Egypt told them 4 days before.
Damn.
They knew. So
Damn.
they wanted this to happen so they could take back all the land.
It's all their
Damn.
ambitions to get the land, to get Gaza. It's a prime real estate.
And also Netanyahu's running from 3 federal indictments, and now he's just running to save his life.
Last week we had a massacre at a school where 150 was killed, dismembered, beheaded.
The floors covered with bodies, blood, and limbs.
What? What the fuck is going on? I mean, I knew this was some heinous shit. I'm not gonna lie. I knew it was some heinous shit, dude. You know what? When this shit was all first happening, I don't want to say I was tapped in, but I looked it up to kind of get a better understanding of it. And then I was like, wait a second. There's almost no way you can argue in the favor of Israel, right? But then I understood, guys, it's identity politics. So like, this is the issue, right? So like, it's like this small portion of the Jewish people. They're not nicknamed, but they call them the Zionists, who are like super hardcore about this shit, which is what they're the ones like starting all this shit, right? And then this is the issue though, but they have now like been identified as like as the Jewish. So if you're Jewish and someone's like, all the people in fucking Israel are doing all this crazy shit, they feel like they're being attacked. Like this thing, they're like, wait, what? No, we're not bad. We're not bad. And it's like, bro, we're not even taught. But this is not even we. But it's like they're all combining into each other. So it's like this little section of the Jewish community is now being spread. It's like almost like they're like the face of the Jewish community. And then the Jewish people, they don't know how to like what to do because they're identifying with them, but not on purpose. It's because they just happen to be Jewish. So everyone's like, damn, what the fuck? You're attacking me. I didn't do shit. And then Palestine's the same way because Hamas is literally just it's like a terrorist group, but they're a small section of the Palestinians. Okay, now, but at the end of the day, Israel's the real fucked up one. Okay, anyways, Israel is one of the most corrupt countries in the world, and no one bats an eye because Hitler did what Hitler did to the Jews. Hey, I'm gonna say a real sense. I'm gonna say this is the real American. I'm dead ass. And we talked about this power shit the other day. This is like dead ass 100% it. Okay. There is so many like Jewish people of high power, and when I say high power, I mean they have a lot of money. Like this is not, Dave Chappelle was not joking when he says the Jews run Hollywood. He's not joking. Jewish people have such high control of media, and this is not like oh I'm thinking part of like whatever. Right? What I mean is because they have so much power, they control a lot of the money in the world that goes to people. So a lot of the people, celebrities specifically, will not stand up for Palestine, and they'll always stand up with Israel because there's so much more to gain for them personally if they don't say anything. But the people who have done research and shit, they know, like normal people who have no ties to the Jewish community, they have no ties to like the power that may be, they can say whatever the fuck they want, right? Because like there's nothing tying me to anything, right? But I'm not gonna lie, if I'm a celebrity and like my wallet's getting lined by a lot of the people who are like Jewish in power, I almost have no choice. And like that's the fucked up part. There's just too much money. There's just too much money out there, right? That's like life. Can we talk about how America's still supplying ammo to Israel? Yeah, I saw that was a big issue, that the U.S. is still helping out Israel. Why? Money. GG's. It's money, guys. At the end of the day, it's money. I'm telling you, if everyone just said fuck it, we're not ever paying politicians, or like we're not ever voting these people, whatever, in it, it'd be up for them, right? But it's the money, man. There's so much money. There's so much money to be gained by siding with the side that's wrong, and it is what it is. Ho ho capitalism. True. It's up.
Rescue officials
This shit is
say
crazy.
they found around 100 bodies.
Israel, for its part, accuses Hamas of hiding behind the civilian population.
Israel has accused Hamas of using
But it's not even Israel. It's like the Zionists are they're also like they're using the Jewish community as a way to like justify everything. That's the thing, is like these Zionists are doing the same shit. Like remember, Zionists is this small. Like Zionists are the crazy ones, right? This small, they're teaching everyone in Israel to be a fucking nutcase, right? And then like Hamas this small, right? And then in the Venn diagram, it circles around them is fucking Palestinians and the Jewish, and then everyone's fucked. Everyone's just cucked. And now it becomes like, well, if you identify as a Jew, you have to identify with them, and then if you identify as Palestinian, you must be a terrorist because you must be a part of Hamas. And it's just GG's. It's just
billions as human shields in Gaza.
And at the same day, we send a $3.5 billion of weapons, 2,500 pounds of dumb bombs.
The US just the other day announcing that it was going to be releasing $3.5 billion worth of long-term military funding.
I'm not down with oppression. I've been fighting fascists all my life, and honestly, Israel's gone so far.
Give me
in
the
paint,
money.
They don't deserve to
Give
be
me
a state
$3.5 billion.
One state Palestine, where it was.
Give me
for
$3.5 billion.
years, and everybody coexisted, including my cousins and my ancestors.
Arms embargo now, ceasefire now, and U.S. aid to Israel now.
Where are you from? Are you from Chicago?
I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota.
How do you feel about walls?
Oh, I have a lot to say about walls.
If Trump gets a chance to return, he's going to pick up exactly where he left off 4 years ago.
So Governor Walz is the biggest friend of genocide. He's the best friend of genocide. And he invests over $157 million of Minnesota state pension funds in Israeli companies. And now that's just Israeli companies. That's not also weapons manufacturers that are complicit in Israeli occupation.
The Safe Board Investment, which Tim Walz currently chairs and has chaired for a while, has like $4.3 billion invested in corporations that are complicit in Israeli apartheid.
Jesus
119
Christ.
directly in Israeli corporations and
There's
Israeli
so
bonds.
much fucking money. I'm telling you. They fucking figured it out. The Jewish people are smart as fuck. They stuck together their whole lives. That is their superpower. The Jewish community is strong as fuck. That is literally their superpower as a race. If we all had a passive the Jewish people would be overpowered. Even though Hitler did all that shit, right? The Jewish people have the most powerful fucking passive, okay? Being in a Jewish community is almost guaranteed success, yo. I'm not joking, it's low-key guaranteed success, dude. You can do something, and because of that, they have their hands in everything, right? And now they have their hands in politicians. It's up. It's literally up.
And like 560 that
Because like, you have so much money tied up in the Jewish community, it's up. Like, what can you do?
into Raytheon, Lockheed Martin, and all those other weapons manufacturers.
So that's coming out of Minnesota taxpayer dollars, right? Like, I live in Minnesota, and if I ever decide to be a public employee, that's going to be my pension funds. I'm actually part of a delegation of Palestinian Minnesotans.
Is it real? Has been a thing since genocide started?
With Governor
I've never heard of that until literally today.
Spot, as in 2 minutes before it was supposed to happen.
Oh, wow.
After 10 months of him refusing to meet with us. And he met right away with the synagogues. He went out to a Stand With Israel rally right after October 7th. So he has capacity to check in on his constituents. It's just a matter of which constituents.
Okay. Democrats are portraying this week's Democratic National Convention as a changing of the political guard. President Joe Biden is expected to give a keynote speech with a symbolic handoff of his party leadership. And on the eve of the convention, though, thousands of protesters took to the streets in downtown Chicago. The protest
I forgot that Joe Biden is still our president.
That fights for abortion access and LGBTQ rights.
Everybody here but the Guardian. I'll tell you what.
What's up, guys? It's been a long night. I'm happy to announce this video is sponsored by a dope company called Ground News. That's www.ground.news. It's a company and a service that helps you identify sensationalism and bias in news media as it unfolds.
Orange juice and immune. This guy's sick.
Actively combats
this guy's actually sick.
By aggregating coverage from left to right.
It's time to all in on Catholicism and destroy them.
If you'd like to consider getting out of your echo chamber and hearing different perspectives. For instance, they have a page set up right now dedicating to breaking down news coverage from the Democratic National Convention with this thing right here, which I think is pretty cool, called the bias distribution table. So they take all these major news articles that are happening
and show who's
today
biased
or last night, and they basically rank them. So it kind of gives you an idea of how different sides of the political sphere are reacting to things as they're happening. So for fun, let's click on the right-wing one, the Gateway Pundit, see what it says. DNC Convention Day 1. Lots of empty seats. Nobody cares about Kamala Harris. Let's click on a leftist publication called Democracy Now! It says Vietnam then and Gaza now. And it basically compares the 1968 Democratic National Convention Vietnam protests to the current march on DNC for Palestine. So if you're tuning into the DNC, I think now would be a good time for you to check out Ground News. So if you want to check it out, you can go to www.ground.news/channel 5.
Do you think they actually use this?
40% off of the Vantage.
Like, dude, does he
Shout out
use
to
this?
independent, nonpartisan news.
I like the idea though. It's cool as shit. It helps you get your news a little better without like.
What do you think about Kamala Harris?
Like,
she wants to make it look like she's going to be
bias.
different than Biden or different than Trump on the Palestinian issue, but I don't think she will. I think she's afraid of the Israel lobby.
And she has a history of supporting the U.S.
Okay, so what's my? This is my. Okay, this is the truth. This is the damn truth. Neither of the presidents can go against Palestine. I mean, go against Israel. Neither of the presidents can go against Israel because of the money. That's how you know it's fucked up. Also, so let's say this. Let's say Kamala Harris comes out and say, "Fuck it, I don't give a fuck what you guys say. We are 100% funding the shit out of Israel. What y'all gonna do about it?" Cause like, what are they gonna do? They're gonna vote Trump, and then like, isn't Trump? I don't know what Trump is doing, but like, are they really going to vote Trump? I feel like they're just like staring at each other, like they're what do you call it when they're just trying to have like a little dick off? Like they're just like, yeah, I won't vote for you though, and I'm like, I don't know if you won't. I feel like I don't know. Yeah, they're cooked anyway. Yeah, we're cooked either way. Yeah, that's the way I feel. It's cooked regardless. Like at this point, like dude, it's not looking good for the Democratic Party. I'm not gonna lie, yo. It is not looking good for the Democratic Party. Your viewers ain't in the U.S. doesn't affect me. Oh, that's true. Time to build my cabin in Slovenia. We might all have to move out to Slovenia. I might have to become a Slovenian streamer. Like, that might have to be our way out. I'm just waiting for the bomb to end and drop and end it all. That would be such a sweet release. Like, I would never have to worry about anything in life again. I just fucking let the bomb hit and we'll be okay. GG's.
special relationship with Israel and saying that Israel has a right to defend itself as it conducts its illegitimate operation in which it is an occupying entity bombing their occupied population and killing over 15,000 children.
The Fourth Geneva Convention, Article 49, clearly states the occupying power shall not deport or transfer parts of its own civilian population into the territory it occupies. And the external occupation of Gaza was illegal under international law. They were under a blockade. Israel controlled all entry and exit of people and materials. 94 to 97% of the water was undrinkable. They practiced calorie restriction into Gaza. A high percentage of the children were anemic.
Dying.
There was a high percentage of unemployment in Gaza prior to October 7th, about 40 some odd percent, and that was related to the blockade. Also, journalists like yourselves in Gaza are being targeted.
140 Palestinian journalists have been killed since October the 7th and
Damn.
dozens wounded.
More journalists have been killed.
Damn! You can't even go there! You can't even go there!
Gaza than in World War II. In the
Slovenian
Gaza war,
Taiwanese sounds kind of nutty, not wrong.
People, as well
Slovenian
as medical
Filipino.
professionals are being incarcerated in the Israeli torture camps. And what is happening is collective punishment against the civilians of Gaza, and we won't stop until there's an end to the occupation.
Can I be honest? I'm gonna be honest for a quick second, okay? I'm gonna just be honest for a quick second. I'm shocked that this issue is still on the minds of people. Like, I honest to God am shocked that this issue is still on the minds of people. What I mean is that people usually forget about this shit. It's kind of like that free Hong Kong stuff. You know, at some point people just stop giving a fuck. It's just like, that's just life, right? Like, your life, everyone has their own life to like get back to. You gotta like figure shit out in your own life. You have no time for like the rest of the world, right? Like, let's just be honest, right? But the fact that people still care about this is a really good sign, in my opinion. I feel like it's a really good sign.
If we don't get a ceasefire and an arms embargo overall, I don't think they're going to win the election. I think we get Trump again. And in a Trump presidency, the left actually fights. Democrats will do the same thing. They'll just fundraise. But at least the left will fight fascism. Because right now we have fascism in the United States. You don't see any homeless people around here. Why? Because they're probably locked up. It's illegal to be homeless in the United States right now. Fascism is happening now. So you can't threaten us with Trump or any hypothetical fascism when it's already happening now.
So I'm here to tell the Democratic Party and the Democratic candidates that their voters will no longer support unconditional aiding and abetting of genocide. It's no longer appropriate to say that you're just better than the other guy and that you're going to secure the progressive vote just because.
Kamala Harris, we're under no illusion that the Democrats...
I like that. Wait, that's a big W. Yo, that's a big W. I've always had this take. Yo, all the political parties are just using people for votes. They don't give a flying fuck about anybody. I've been trying to say that shit 100% because everyone is so like tied down to politics and shit. But like, they don't give a fuck about anyone except they just want your vote so that they can win, so that they can find a way to line their pockets. I'm not even joking. I'm pretty sure 90% of the reason you want someone to win, like, well, not you, but like the party even cares about winning, is because if they win, they get to do some shit that lines their pockets. I swear to God, it's 100% so they can find a way to line their own pockets. Bro, they're not doing it for the betterment of the country, bro. No, none of these people give a fuck about the country, bro. Politicians are literally
Republicans
AIDS.
could ever really do anything
Are
to help
politicians
us.
cancer?
Even if, let's say, there was some nice person in there that wanted to, materially, they have different interests from us because they have backers from the biggest businesses in the world. We don't pay their bills. They're not going to listen to us. So we
oh my God, these guys are cooking. Exactly. They don't have enough. These people don't have enough money to make the other people care. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Expect much out of Kamala or the DNC or anybody they put in that seat, because regardless, they're going to enact the same policies.
We're constantly hearing vote for the lesser evil, but it's still evil, and I don't feel like supporting that. That's why I'm here.
I like that.
Hey, yo, free Palestine.
Free Palestine.
Fuck Nestle, bro.
Okay.
Fuck Nestle.
Their CEO says
I like that.
water shouldn't be a human right.
Hey, yo.
Fuck that.
Look it up. It's on Google and shit.
That's true, actually. I remember this.
You made that shirt yourself?
Yes, I drew it. I just bought fabric markers at like Meyer and shit. Yeah.
Fabric markers? Like, dude, that looks like just
Who do
markers.
you feel most connected to?
Right now, I feel most connected to Sudan and Congo, who are also going through genocides of their own that are extremely, extremely connected to Israel. It's Israeli company.
Imagine getting a genocide off in 2024, bro. Like, imagine that, yo. I'm not gonna lie, that's some G shit. Like, that's some G shit. You are getting a genocide off when the internet exists? Like, you are just straight up getting a whole ass genocide off Israel. I'm not gonna lie, that's commendable. Like, the fact that you're gonna get away with this shows how much fucking power y'all have. I'm not even joking. Yo, it shows how much fucking power y'all have. That's yo, I'm not gonna lie, that shit commendable.
That are putting them through this genocide. So I feel very much like we can't continue with our struggle without mentioning the people of Congo and Sudan, but also
The whole Epstein thing was about blackmail. They would get you having sex with the kid, then we own you, we operate you, we'll pay you well, but you do what we say, and if you turn on us, we'll kill you. You know, so, we're just trying to really ease the temperature back a little bit. This aggression will not stand, man.
What aggression?
In Israel, there's a lot of aggression there.
It's a moral imperative to be here today because you can't stand by and watch the body count rack up daily without coming out and saying something.
From the river to the sea! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free! Palestine will be free!
Who's chanting this?
We feel betrayed by the Democratic
Why does it sound like a
machine.
5-year-old?
A lot of the Muslim Palestinian community voted Democrat, and the Democrats are failing us.
He looks like the dude? Yeah, his name was Dudesky.
My family is still there, and they're afraid for they're being their kids, even in the West Bank. Their kids are being attacked wherever they go. I mean, you can be attacked and you can be killed just any minute. That's in the West Bank where there is no Hamas.
The West Bank is completely sealed off by apartheid walls, checkpoints. Even without the checkpoints and walls, Israeli settlers would hide in the roads and put rocks in the road to prevent Palestinians from crossing. And when the Palestinians would stop, they'd come and beat them. They'd set things on fire, houses, businesses on fire, with the protection of the IDF. And it's just terrible over there.
We can't really enjoy our families here because you feel guilty to really live normal.
Does anyone know why do people wear like? Why do people hide their faces when they go to these conventions and stuff? Is there like some kind of possible backlash for doing this? I mean, I imagine there might be, but like enough to like care enough to put some shit on. It's religious. Oh, I see. That would make a lot of sense, actually. Okay, I was gonna say probably can get fired. Okay. I just noticed a lot of people put on like ski masks, or they'll put on like a whole ass mask with goggles, and I'm like, where did that come from? You know, like.
Fuck Kamala Harris.
Hey.
She's a genocidal piece of shit cunt that doesn't deserve to be here.
Hey,
she's like really weird.
Is this guy carrying a fucking lightsaber?
Weird, you know, genocidal piece of.
Is this motherfucker carrying a lightsaber with a Palestinian flag? I mean, Palestinian flag, bro. This guy's a fucking G. He comes out and says immediately, hey, I'm skipping the bullshit. Fuck Kamala Harris, bro. That's crazy work. I'm not gonna lie.
Cop that doesn't deserve to be here.
She's like really weird, you know, so it's like she's not funny, but like she's unintentionally funny to laugh at. You feel me?
They don't care about
what does that have to do with anything? You came out the whole convention because she's weird? Okay, fair.
People, as long as they get their funding, their money, and the interest groups continues to fund them, they're going to decide and do whatever that interest group tells them to.
Can I ask you what your patches mean?
Sure, this is Hamas, this is Hezbollah. These are resistance, legitimate resistance movements that are fighting for Palestinian rights, that are fighting for justice.
and all the women across the globe who are affected by U.S. and Western imperialism. You know, Gaza, for example, women in Gaza don't have reproductive justice because they don't even have basic health care. They don't have basic human rights, right? You know, there's bombs dropping on them every single day. So if in the United States we want to demand reproductive justice here.
I don't want to be like, look, she went to Amazon. She went to Amazon, looked up Palestinian flag ear or Palestinian or what, I don't fucking, guys, I don't know. Israel or Palestine, depending what you want to call it, little landmark earrings, and then she bought them bitches and put that shit on, bro. She got that shit on. GG's.
Every single day.
That's from Etsy? Okay, you're right. Totally from Etsy.
In the United States, we want to demand reproductive justice here. We need to also be demanding
handmade for someone who uses crystals.
Workers of the world unite. We have nothing to lose but our chains, a world to win. Join the Revolutionary Communist International wherever you are.
Revolutionary Communist Individuals? Is this a real real thing? Are they trying to bring back communism? Wait a second. What the fuck is going on?
Channel 5. Think about everything terrible in this world. It always goes back to money. A communist America, you're going to see basically the eradication of things like homelessness, poverty.
Fuck you, fuck your mother. In fact, I got $20. I'll go fuck your mother. Okay. Like, maybe she'll give me $10 back.
Yo,
so
that's a guardian, bro. That's a guardian, bro.
Why does it?
You call my mama.
Why is he so mad? Yo, what's wrong
like
with this guy?
Poverty.
Fuck you, fuck your mother. In fact, I got $20. I'll go fuck your mother. Okay. Like, maybe she'll give me $10 back.
Yo,
so
that's a
Because
guardian.
he's wearing a ski mask?
That's a guardian, bro.
Why does it?
You call my mama holder?
Crazy, dude. That's wild.
Bro.
People from the Guardian acting like that? That's crazy as
Damn.
fuck.
No, I was not. I just got jump scared. Wait, this guy doesn't have an arm? Hey, yo.
Squash it.
The journalist is very professional. Yo, I'm gonna look it up. Does he still have a job?
Do you see how they act when people come out here and protest for the truth? And then you see they got the gas mask on and shit for what? Like, man, like they ready? Like what the fuck? Ain't nobody did nothing. We just sitting here chanting, but it's a problem.
They're ready. They were getting ready to use chemical weapons on a bunch of fucking citizens who care about what this country's doing. They want to fucking hurt us and put us down instead of listening to us. They know we don't have any other fucking options. It's just fucking Harris or a goddamn crazy fascist. And the moment we stand up for ourselves and try and say some shit about it, they try and fucking gas us. What type of bullshit is that? Fuck that shit.
Hey, yo.
We should have more options in this fucking country.
Hey, yo, I like that.
Than a fucking cop and a fucking fascist.
Channel 5 Live, worldwide,
Damn.
Hollywood and Vine.
Fuck the authority, Channel 5 News.
Channel 55.
Damn.
We don't fuck with custers, and 5 is the best number.
Damn, that guy fucking spitting at the end, bro. Yo, America is fucked. G.G.